Hello and welcome to the Punter Show. Matthew Taylor, Glenn Pollock, Mark Lambourne.
Hello.
Good morning.
Spring has sprung, hasn't it?
Spring.
There it is. There it is.
We've got a couple of 25s coming up later in the week, don't we?
25 to 1 chances or 25
No, 25 degrees. I think Friday, Saturday, 25
yesterday,
degrees.
I was on party duty and I forgot the hat and the sunscreen and
It was 23, so it was nice. 24.
yeah, it was pretty.
You know, start watering them.
Yeah. We're off here.
Mark had an early go at the ATC on Twitter, which was good to see.
What was that?
Yeah, would you? So it was a go, but I was trying to pretend it wasn't a go.
What about the...
Just using facts.
I said penetrometer was 4.66 on Saturday, which is getting towards it. Well, what we thought was they'd put up 2.
Yeah.
And they said good 4, and I'm thinking, well, they would never have put up dead 4
No,
on
they
4.66.
No.
So is the numbering system a bit of a sleight of hand?
They could well be, because I walked the track on Saturday morning and the first thing I thought was, Jesus, this is firm. It was a lot firmer than what Randwick was the week before.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Well, there's some interesting things going on at the moment. We've got Matt Rudolph in this inquiry, you know, they text in the paper that he calls the stewards, and his brother's one of the stewards, he calls them CUNTs, I suppose that was the word he used. We're going to get these, he just said please.
Oh, okay.
I think he said start with C.
Yeah, I did, okay.
Yeah. Which is grouse.
Right,
I mean, I quite like him for that, but that's interesting. We've got the cobalt in, cobalt out. We've got Friday, they put the wrong race course.
Well, this is just...
It's a bit easy.
Story of the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
it's Cody's involved.
It's not the story of the year because not a word's been written and nothing will be said.
The 2KY, Ronnie and they spoke about it a lot on the 2KY this morning, but it just got lost in translation, didn't it?
But hang on, I haven't finished. We've got Peter Volandis in the paper denying the fact there's rumours about it. We don't know about.
We don't even know what the rumours are
about. There's like 50 different
rumours are not
going on.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, we've got Winona in the 2-page spread and then Gage just jabs her. What's the big deal about Winona? Kathy O'Hara never made it, that's what she said. Like, there's that many things going on.
Yeah.
And they're like
a feast.
But 10 years ago they'd be on the front page. Now they're a one-line quip on RaceNet.
Yeah, exactly. Because
It's
as Mark says, that's the relevance that has been lost by racing over the term of our careers in it.
Well, let's go to the wrong number. Okay, I'd been dealing with the Tamworth angle, which is particularly bad for a long time. The $1.20 chance on the outside never looked like it got there at any stage. The caller called the other one the winner. The girl who was on the actual horse who won said, I don't think I finished second, I need to look at the photo, yet the wrong number still goes up. How does it happen?
It's just baffling, isn't it?
Has anyone seen the photo?
Yes, it's in the paper.
Yes.
Not that still from the.
No, the photo.
Yes.
And they say it's clear cut.
It's
just so
easy. There's
So walk me through
a
the photo.
visual. When I first looked at it, there's a visual trick.
Yeah.
But once you work out what you're looking at, you can quite easily see the horse.
So do we need Belinda Hodder to wear specs in the run? Like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
She's asked to have a look
All
at
right,
it.
but Matt said there is a visual trick.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a parallaxing
so now
type thing.
the rider thinks she's won the race.
Yes.
She's going up with the photo. Let's just say she needs spec savers. She's from that ad. Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Sweet. Isn't there Steward A and Steward B?
Yeah, aren't they looking at it
Aren't
as
they
well?
going, well, let's have a look. Or she go, oh, yeah, it's sweet. They just chuck it down. And, yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get the wrong number put
but,
up in
yeah.
2015?
Exactly.
We've got any steward that worked at that meeting. How they haven't
mean Shane
resigned
Cullen?
or stepped down, I don't know. And as for any future progress for any of those students, I think the captain led the meeting of going to Singapore or Hong Kong or having a big career afterwards, has been rubber stamped Inverell forever. Captain, you're in Inverell forever. You can't put up the wrong number.
There's so many facets to this story. How does it take hours and hours
That's
and
right.
hours?
What is it? Yeah.
Did you hear how it all came undone? It was a disgruntled punter emailed Ray at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I swear I won that race. I swear I won. Can you just look into it?
And I think one of the Sydney boys looked in
Yeah,
there.
and he must have sent an forward email to the Tamworth bloke. Just shoot us through the copy of print. I'll send it to this disgruntled punter.
Just going on from that, why in Racing New South Wales do in Melbourne and Brisbane have the line up and we see the photo after every race? Why haven't we got that in New South Wales? Mark, why haven't we got that?
I did hear a reason.
I know the reason why.
Why the reason why?
Oh, it's just the company that produces the photos is in New South Wales. It's a contractor.
Yeah,
Whereas
okay.
Victoria are the ones directing and doing all of it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so in New South Wales,
So in
we're 30 years
Victoria,
beyond.
they flick it up straight away because the producer presses it Whereas
Well, I want to get that's what I want, that option.
There you go.
Doesn't seem.
It doesn't.
That's
No,
not
it's not hard. It's,
No.
it's political.
I think it was
Yeah.
palatable.
Yeah, but well, it's palatable. You got to remember, Glenn. We have only come back for the last week or two that Melbourne and New South Wales Vision are on the same channel. Yeah,
We've got old
let's
mate,
be happy that
we've
we're
got old
seeing
mate
everything.
running New South Wales, denying all these rumours, which no one even talks about. And then we've got Cobalt. That Matt Rudolph must be in his bedroom today, in his little jammies, laughing his tits off. Look at all these other things they can look at.
All distractions.
But just back to that Tamworth one, though. It's not as if it was somebody looking at the photo thinking that they might have won it, but no, everybody thought they hadn't. Everybody thought it had won the photo.
Everybody, the caller called
The caller, everybody who saw it,
How
the
did they put weight
rider.
up?
It wasn't as if it was,
Twitter was
look.
completely confused.
Yeah.
Everyone there was like, how?
Yeah,
So those stewards, and mind you, it's race 1.
yeah.
Like, it's not like it's an exhausting long day yet. They've turned up, those stewards have turned up the track 2 hours before the first. Now, they've been fed. Straight away, all the stewards, you should see them come out of every cafeteria. And they just love it. They'll baked beans dripping out their mouth. And they're all coffeed up, right? There's the first race, boys. Oh, look at the $1.20. It's $1.20.
Yeah.
Does that?
It looks like it's got
plays
beat.
into it?
No, I just think there's a real lack of enthusiasm and a real lack. I think it's, without doubt, the shabbiest work. I'll give you an example. We get the truck driver comes along here to collect your rubbish, mate. You turn in the morning and your rubbish is just tipped over your back fence there. Right? You make a complaint. That bloke would not work again, and yet that's far more insignificant than a number being wrong.
I mean, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars is that?
What about me? I had the day off. I laid all those fives on chance. If I paid out on that,
Yeah.
after not, I would be cooked.
Oh, and I've got to say too, a big well done to all the corporates too. I was speaking with Daniel from Dave Dwyer's joint, and he said, yeah, I mean, how the corporates would have been holding nothing on that horse.
$13 chance.
Yeah, they said we'll pay out on on it.
Justice pay out.
Yeah, it's just
We didn't hear the tab coming. Like,
No, the tab paid on both.
Pari-mutuals didn't.
Pari-mutuals. Oh, you can't do that.
Even
Pari-mutual didn't. We can't take. It would have cost them $30,000
Yeah.
because they would have held
Yeah.
28,000 the race. Yeah. It cost them $30,000 to pay out. How come this dirty, filthy tab with the Pari-mutual just doesn't do the right thing?
Yeah, because they can't.
What do you mean they can't?
Oh, they can't. Because they can't.
What, the legislation? Well, I'm telling you now, there.
I reckon they could.
I've been on Pari-mutuals, and I've had mistakes go against me, and they've paid me out because I'm, Glenn Pollitt, and I used to be a big punter once. Oh, we've got to look after Glenn. They can look after. They've got a slush fund for it. They can pay out.
Yeah.
So, so anyone who's got a Pari-mutual ticket on Glenda Hodder's horse.
Or the trifecta. I think they should just pay out.
Yeah, I know, but so they front up at the tab and they say, well, here's the result. Why aren't you paying me? What's the tab going to say?
Because the tab doesn't have nothing to do with racing. The tab pays out on the numbers provided to them by Racing New South Wales.
And Racing New South Wales have subsequently reversed those numbers. What happens?
Yeah, but I think they.
Well, the numbers were provided
Yeah.
at the time of correct weight have been paid out.
So the tab's just going to go, not us, brother.
Yeah.
Not us, brother.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Whereas the tab should be paying out that and then just sending a bill to old mate, Captain,
And then the thing,
Captain
okay.
up at Armadale,
Can
who's going to be living in Inverell forever. Might get an increased job to Dubbo. It's just, I know Shane Cullen. What I mean, I know him. He's Colonel Klinkenhogen's Heroes? He's not him. He is that strict and that thorough, and every time I've seen him, he's just looks filthy. You just don't want to get in his way. You're a clerk, what are you using your phone? Get in my office, you'll find 200. Yeah. He's a stickler for rules.
Yeah. No, I've had one dealing with him, and
He's thorough.
He was thorough.
He's thorough. Like, at the point of orgasm, the frown wouldn't come off his face. Do you know what I mean? Like, he is fucking thorough.
All right, so what's happened here then?
So what's happened? And how? He has to. You can't put up the wrong number.
Okay, clearly there's now an inquiry underway in Racing New South Wales.
Yeah, well, the steward's going to investigate the stewards. That's a beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, this is a beauty. Now, what happened there, boys? Well, you wouldn't believe it. Okay, well, that's fair enough. That's what happened.
Why don't they just come out and...
But Murray, for all that he's got on his plate, and for all the...
How's he going to fit in?
Yeah, but I mean, he will.
We'll hold the inquiry.
Yeah.
Punters. Now, Mr. Cullen, Now, after you're full of 400 kilos of baked beans and free, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Right, but look, with some prospect, if Murray were to chair a review of this situation, I don't know how he's got the time, but
He hasn't got the time.
But look, he has, because he's ringing me. I wrote a cranky email in about the fact that I put the Tari results down from last Tuesday, and Racing New South Wales and Riser and Racing Australia are telling me that the rail's normal. And I'm looking at the distances, and then I'm going to the Steward's report and going, no, the rail's at 5 metres. Why are you telling me the rail's normal? Cranky email, this isn't good enough. Who rings me back? I sent it to Racing New South Wales. Ray rings me.
Thanks,
back.
Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Like, why is he doing this?
Yeah, no.
He replies to the emails I send.
Yeah, but you send them
Yeah,
direct.
but you've actually sent them to Ray. This is Ray.
When you
started
given
off-
another job, when
He's
you
on the
return
phone.
an email, promise me next time you just go, thanks, Ray.
That'd be great. But just moving on from that one, it wasn't a great week for the stewards. There was another $1.10 chance that did destroy the barriers called Cebu, and probably did break its pelvis fully this time.
It was suffering broken hip, and then repaired, and then honestly, that young steward veterinarian, later on
Was
the
she
day,
young?
What do you mean steward veterinarian?
well, veterinarian.
Was she young?
She looked,
Horse vet, yeah?
yeah, she looked like she was, she looked not young, not like, not
so
like 20
You're
or
saying that you've seen that with Punter.
Oh, the Hawks headliners for the Saturday before.
Yeah, but not nothing else. But the later in the day when the even money chance looked like it, Gage thing, I've never seen a horse crash quicker. She said, I'm not going to not do it again.
Oh,
Remember the evens
that
chance?
one, a new wave, yeah.
New wave came out, but she looked. She said, out. Leave me out of the pressure of this job.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. You know what? Someone.
Every
has-
horse will be late scratching out to favourite in the bush under the veterinarianship of this young lady.
Okay, well, I'd suggest that the punters that are on these horses will be happy.
You just be happy to be out.
They'll be happy to be out because at the track, there's never more disgruntled people that when a horse
Yeah, well-
that they're on plays up behind the barriers.
What about if you're doing your balls all day and you took fixed odds off the TAB? That Les Bridgewater $10, watch it start 4.40 and needed to get out on the day, and all of a sudden you had to give half your ticket back, a la me.
That's right. Well, you need
I was
to be-
unhappy.
You need to be disgruntled as well, but unfortunately,
Every-
you're not as loud as the other ones.
I'm pretty loud.
Look, it's a vexed issue, and it needs someone with a very clear head and not kowtowing to either party.
Yeah.
Can Matt Rudolph keep his job when it comes through the text that he sent a text, we're going to get these blokes and all that, in a drunken stupor or
So
whatever?
why is the case been adjourned? What
Is it so that actually came through, did it?
I read it somewhere. He texted, was it, we're going to get these, or something like
We'll
that.
pull the wool over there.
Yeah, these,
Yeah.
was it FUC or?
Right, so
CUA?
it's getting worse for Matt Rudolph, not better.
It looked awful, what I read. It looked awful for him.
Mm.
Like,
Well,
I said he should be sacked for just putting his job under such
Yeah, I know.
danger.
Yeah.
Such a gravy train job
Yeah.
risk.
Well, if you're in the gravy train, you just walk around with a brown tongue. You just join the crowd.
Well,
Link up, link
that's
up, link
racing
up, link up.
administration,
That's
isn't it?
racing administration.
It's a bit like the
Don't, for God's sake, don't.
We'll
mate.
all look after each other because we all know what we're doing, but let's just...
Every time I see Darren Pearce, he's always in the most beautiful suit, immaculately dressed, getting a bit tubby as he gets older. But every time you see him, he looks like I'm standing here and I've got 55 feet of lawn around me. Look, everyone, I'm here doing the job. Please, no one talk to me.
Yeah.
That's racing administration. Go for a job with Peter V'landys, IQ over 40, can't get a job. IQ under 40, you're hired. It's fucking terrible. The whole game is dying.
In front of us,
It's been
exactly
cactus forever,
Exactly.
and it's even getting worse.
It's just dying. I went to Gosser the other day, pulled the 2 gas bottle things out. It was freezing. There they were, heaters, right in the middle of the ring.
No gas.
No gas. But they left them there all day. People were just down there. We were imagining them.
like Peter Pan.
I fucking was. I was going, and they go, oh, you know it's not on you. I know. Just don't say it to me. My brain thinks it is. And then I spoke to James because the on-course call was 2 seconds behind.
Oh, no.
Oh, they had the TV there. It was 2 seconds behind the thing.
Why?
I don't know. I said, James. He said, oh yeah, because of this truck. I said, James.
There's a which truck?
I don't give a fuck about the truck.
Oh, you're talking with James Hedo, right?
Yeah, and he's a nice man.
Yeah,
James is
he's a nice man.
He's very approachable. He's got some chance. Might have a little bit too much ability to go any further. You know what I mean? Because they'll kill him on the cut his throat one night.
Yeah.
Mate, the call's 2 seconds behind. Yeah, I know because this is the situation. I said, James, it's 2 seconds behind, mate. I don't give a fuck about all that. I'm here. I want to watch the race.
Yeah.
I'm a punter, here I am.
Yeah.
I said, I know I'm the only one here.
Did he get it?
After he cherried, I was just getting over the no gas.
So
I was cold. I was
It was
losing,
magic.
and it was prior to the little
2 weeks ago
Yeah,
at
it was
Gosford,
magic.
it was forced to 2 seconds behind.
I don't remember then. You know what I'm
So it just might have been a
It
situation
doesn't
you've
matter
only
what
just
it is.
noticed.
I'm a punter, I brought it up and they want to give you a reason why and you go, I don't care.
It's all too hard.
Fix it.
It's all too hard.
I'm here.
Yeah.
All right, now speaking of fix it,
Yes.
we had Rosehill on Saturday, which was a reconfiguration.
Betting ring?
I thought it was really comfortable. I thought they did a really excellent job.
Yeah, a bit noisy.
A little bit noisy, but warmer. It was the same walk to the mounting yard mile for us, what we'll be through the thing. It was comfortable. I thought they got the right, honestly, they thought about everything. They forgot the race replay channel. We mentioned someone, it was up in 2 races.
Yeah.
I've got to give it 9 out of 10 for effort.
Seamlessness.
And, you know, when you think what it could have been, like this is going to be just terrible for us,
Yeah.
it wasn't like that at all.
No.
We all found tables. It wouldn't hold the Golden Slipper crowd.
No, that's the
It wouldn't hold a carnival
the crowd getting. But hopefully, I think.
Just where was it for the people at home?
Oh,
Where
just
was it?
right towards the end of the stand, so probably about 150 metres.
At
150.
the extremity, at the
Yeah.
ledger extremity of
Yeah.
the,
Well, how'd
of
you
the
find it?
Fleming stand. Fine, except it was too noisy. It was like because I visited the Grand Pavilion, which was in another suburb.
Yeah.
There were bookies in another suburb.
Yeah, they had agency
Yeah.
bookies.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
the right ring. We had the right bookie ring.
Yeah.
They didn't like split half and half
No.
up, which
No,
would be
which
terrible.
would- yeah.
Wouldn't work. I thought 9 out of 10, Mark. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the first to have a go.
Yeah,
Right.
and they've got to say the last time they had a temporary situation too, when they were building this lovely stand, they did a good job with that too.
Yeah, so it's like
temporary
it's
structures
like-
they're doing okay
It's
with.
like, but it felt like the STC was in charge there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
yeah, yeah.
Which is interesting. So the AJC
So
can,
the-
the ATC
Yeah.
can act like the STC.
Now, the
At times.
AJC were in charge of the bottles of Gosford, and I had to pretend warmth. Did you love the pretend warmth?
I was imagining one. Oh dear. All right, moving on. We'll cover a couple of things.
We got Manly met just about everyone, but you couldn't possibly have me in that category.
No,
I
you
was legal.
said just about everybody.
That's not a suitable program for you, Glenn.
Oh,
No,
when I'm in the ring trying to push people on the way to back Vancouver, you know I've got problems.
Matt, your little Melbourne set flying.
Yeah, we had I think all the Melbourne guys had a pretty good day. A lot of
So what was the key to Melbourne?
A from B. It was sort of an A from B day, but they
Sort of
were
final.
they paid really well.
Yeah, like I mean, a horse like Veselay was probably about $1.30 chance.
It was
even
back
money.
from 320 all the way in, 270, 250, 220. It was all there, and it won like $1.50 shot.
Yeah, like you've
Same
got
as-
that. When we start
Just
dealing
a
with
big day
our
for punters,
with our
yeah.
Saturday races that are actually midweek races, and that was the midweek race on the Saturday to make the ninth
Oh,
race.
that was the 40,000.
And yeah, I mean, and Veselay's
what does Rosie
Veselay,
call it? He calls it the. He's got a name for it. Anyway.
but Veselay was the Saturday horse, maybe better than it running against midweekers.
Yeah.
So Matt,
it was.
after was it 3 or 4 weeks of looking at Melbourne intensely,
Yeah.
what have you got to say?
Oh, look, it's so much deeper, basically.
It is deeper.
And you've got those. Every now and then you do a race and you've got the 2 or 3 top picks, and you're like, I'm just not comfortable, and something out wide's going to win. The out wide horse does win that race, and that I don't know if you get that option.
I moved to Melbourne for 12 months for all of these things 15 years ago, packed everybody up. I was going to kill them, and honestly, it's just deep.
You've just got
I had
the,
a losing trot, but I
Yeah.
reckon if I'd stayed, I would have won.
Yeah, you've got the out wide horses every now and then. They genuinely have a good chance, and the $6 to $7 winners are sort of quite easy to find,
Yeah.
and they're there. And
Right, so
There's
have
a
we,
lot
lost,
of-
have we lost you to Melbourne?
on a Saturday, I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as your form,
Yeah.
you're just going to try and get deeper into it.
Yeah, like I'm not betting up at the moment. 'cause
No,
I'm
it's
still
like
learning
it's like studying a cat in
Yeah.
the hat, green eggs and ham, and then also
Yeah.
you want to study the Bible.
I'm not arrogant.
You
Yeah,
know, like
exactly.
and heeth who sayseth thiseth, and
Well, Sam, I am.
yeah, fucking, it is that different. But into the intellectual punter or the punter that wants to get deep and wants to really get away from the misses, really just study form, Melbourne's a go.
Yeah, there was a couple of really. There was
You would have loved Melbourne.
some real solid favourites that were easy
I
to
think
lay.
that's trends too.
It was
Oh, I
a
love
great
Melbourne.
day.
I definitely love Melbourne. Horry is just back from Saratoga, where they had 37 meetings in 40 days.
As you do.
Yeah, and
Who runs over there? Michael Volandis?
That 37 meetings in 40 days at the same track.
How do you have?
What, dirt?
That's what they do in America. They
Dirt track?
have these meets.
Yeah,
Right.
dirt tracks? Yeah, they travel around.
Yeah, but the meet goes for 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, where they race pretty well every day.
Do people turn up?
Depends on where it is. This is old school. This is back in New York. It's a bit old school, and there's still people out there
I reckon even you
with their markings, their
you
form
get sick of
markings.
37 meetings at 40 in the same track in
Yeah,
40
yeah,
days.
oh, for sure. I'd only go to 37. I think.
Some of it is
I know
like
you
low,
go.
some real low racing over there. But the big ones are good. Like you watch the meetings on Sky at 8 a.m. There's no one there. It's just disgusting.
Well, it's all towed, so
Yeah.
there's not much to get you there for.
No. If it wasn't for the likes of American Faro and stuff like that, US racing would almost be ghastly, I think.
Well, like everywhere else. RSP's big weekend again, back massive, of course. John Walter, our new addition to the Pro Bet
Is
Alive.
he Karen Walters' brother? Did he play on
Yep.
the wing?
Yeah,
Who's
he
John
did.
Walter. We've got the blokes
No,
on
that's
cars.
Karen Walters. No, you're forgetting Dennis Walter from Young Talent.
Oh, this is Dennis, his brother.
John's his
I
brother.
remember Dennis. Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're
yeah,
right.
that really did work.
Yes.
Who is John Walter?
John Walter has been a punter around. He's worked with Fletch, worked with Jelko.
What with Jogger?
Yeah, worked with Jelko. Had his
Very
own thing.
impressive CV. Yep.
Had his own thing for quite a while, and he's now part of the Pro Bet Alive Saturday afternoon extravaganza.
Welcome aboard, John.
And he
I
beat-
sound like I'm bagging him, but I'm not. I'm just,
No, but he.
I just like teasing you
I'll
up.
tell you what he did. He beat the first up Curse. He won on Saturday, where we normally have an absolute strip out with anything we do first
Was he
up.
like John McLeod first up? Went so bad he had to give away a few cars from the lockdown.
Yeah,
week?
that's right. Exactly. Yeah. So he doesn't. He's got the other. He's got the second-hand car
So
dealership.
it's good now because we've got Darren still does his form in Sydney, but he's wanting to concentrate more on Melbourne.
Yep.
But they both lined up on Dylan's Rojo, and they said, "Boys, $9. You want to be on this?" And
Yep.
it was
Surely
the horse
saluted.
that saved.
And I think Mark, you nominated as the most likely firmer
Yeah,
in the chat
yeah,
room as well
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So anyone following the chat room, I think, was on Dylan's Rojo. Simple as that.
And
And,
that was our big result
The
there.
stable just going really well too. Completely.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
can't.
That's
can't.
right. I
Can't
look,
skip.
you know, His Majesty ran up to win, and there was a horse, a lot of substance that was trying to get
Wow,
past.
let's get fair dinkum about His Majesty. It should have won.
What do you mean it should have won?
Well, have you seen the tape?
Yeah.
Okay. Please explain one of my very, very good friends, Monsieur Shin, in the speed battle.
All right. I see what you're saying.
And then
Like, yeah,
coming out of the speed battle, seeing Huey, and all right, instead of holding his position like he does 99 times out of 100 to get that horse beat and keep it 3 deep, moves straight over the rails and gives Huey the 1-1 and gives him the cosy tug into the race.
But that's Sydney racing.
Snowy wasn't happy with that.
That's
That's
disgusting.
Sydney racing. Well, you
Okay,
know,
and next time I
okay, so what the fuck was Shin doing in the first place?
What?
Radical Impact leads the race. Radical Impact leads.
Okay, but when they pushed on, what I'm saying is he was in a line of 3 and he decided, right, they're going, I'm going to come back, they're going too hard. I think that was the right decision. But as he comes back, he finds the 1-1 with no one there, and then that means Mediu Bowman is out here and doesn't win the race.
Yeah, I can see, certainly can see that.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying
what I'm
he
saying
should've
is that, yes, okay, under that
And I was on
scenario.
it. And
Yeah.
tipped a moral on those things. And he didn't get to win the race. Because Mr. Shin wanted to go to the fence. Now he got a nice touch, and then when I'm not saying he didn't try, he tried his guts out. But he is. Well, every time I'm on something that it needs to get in, he holds his position and he works out a way to win the race. Or he works out a way to get that horse beat. I'm saying he didn't in this case, and he will be my nominee for 3 points at Slaughter of the Quarters.
Yeah,
He's not going to beat the Stewards this week.
yeah,
He'll be getting 2 points.
Fucking Jesus.
And I'd like to know what Blake was thinking. Why he didn't hold his position 1-1. It was just up for grabs. And he looked over to the right, there was no there, and he made it. And then looked at it and made a concerted effort to get into the rails. It brought Huey in. Why give Huey a suck in life? It stunk.
Yeah, you look. I'm surprised that we didn't hear a lot from Pollen after race 7 in the ring,
Me? What do you mean?
blowing up.
I'm finished blowing up. I think this Captain Cullen photo finishes my last blow up.
Okay. So, well, you did. You have. You
Well,
sent me.
I did-
You sent me a text
I
message.
did text Elsie the other day, I'm bringing 55 ahead to 53.
53.
I'm only about 4 weeks to check it out. I've had to go for it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Anyway, that horse on that race, shouldn't have got the suck it got, but
Exactly.
a horse of serious substance. That
I agree with
Wild
that.
Horse. Like I just felt it in the ring. You know.
Oh well, your man Robbie was just bang.
Yeah, he was in the van, but like Aaron was walking around going, I need this, you know, to save my life. I'm not sure why, you know.
He is prone to the
16,
overstroke.
isn't he? How old is he?
Yeah,
Started
yeah.
shaving a week ago. I like that about Aaron. He's just like, he gets out there and he does think he's a hardened pro. And it's just up to me all the time to say, listen, son.
See you in
but that's
30.
like, thank God we've got Aaron. Like,
What, fresh blood?
well, like where are the other
Not many.
Aarons?
I agree with that comment.
You know?
I'll give him that, but in 3 years from now when he's working for the NRMA behind the counter at the clerk section, and he goes, I used to go to the races, that Pollitt sent me cookies. He's a nice boy. He's a nice boy. He's just a bit irritating when you're just completely, for whatever reason, when I'm doing my balls, he goes, how are you going, Mr. Pollitt? I nearly just left the job.
He's going to get up. He's going to.
Because he's new. I'm sure when I was that age, I'd go, oh, g'day, Mr. Hopkins.
Yeah.
And they just want to, you know, get out of here, son.
When he has a win, he's talking to everyone. He doesn't realise not everyone's.
Yeah, the shoulders. The shoulders go.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. I suppose. I should mention too, Marcus. If you don't know, Marcus has got a $20 service up and running, which will get us full set for Newcastle tomorrow.
That's
as
right.
well.
There's only 7 races, but we've got 7 races. Well, it's one of those meetings that it's one of those ex-metropolitan meetings.
Oh, that they culled.
They said here's 10 meetings or 12 meetings or whatever. We're going to get rid of them.
Oh, okay, so
provincials, you have to take them.
Yeah.
Run them on a Tuesday.
So this could have been possibly a Sunday meeting or something like that.
Or Tuesday, Warwick Farm.
Yeah.
Tuesday Warwick Farm, yeah, the old Tuesday Warwick Farm play.
Speaking of Warwick Farm, how's it going?
I like
Any
going.
news? Apparently they're confident they can run.
Oh, with these skid marks?
Yeah.
I worry about the skid marks in my undies more than the skid marks in the water.
Terry did say it's a very big hole.
Really?
What, Warwick Farm, the suburb, or just?
That was funny. Big hello to all the residents of Warwick Farm. We're laughing at you. Mind you, your housing price has gone from 600,000 to 1.1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't even afford to buy them, Warwick Farm, so why are we bagging them?
Exactly right. Japanisme,
Star of the day again.
Star of the day, high-ranking numbers.
Well tipped, Dallas.
I did think that Vancouver would be where Japanisme was.
I thought Tommy. I know I'm the leader of the Tommy bagging thing. I thought that, and apparently it was to the instructions, so I probably can't bag Tommy.
He was uncomfortable all the way around, wasn't he, Vancouver?
Yeah, when you go like that, and then
he made him look like an elephant.
Yeah,
He made it look like an elephant.
Yeah, I just.
Anyway, Japanisme was the horse defined in that race because he returned such sparkling figures, track and distance, the last start, and it had my name on it, and I refused to get the engraver.
7 to 2 or 5s?
5s. I took 9 to 2 for Horry because I knew.
I knew you would have made it 5s. If you made it 7 to 2, you were too good. Very annoying. It's a thorough little professional. What can you say? Did a
What
good
can you
job.
say about Vancouver? Let's have the chat.
Well, came back an outstanding order from the ring. I went
Jesus,
out there
this is the nicest horse you've ever seen, isn't it?
grown right up.
Is it like
So
Piero or not really? How do they compare?
Yeah.
Figures, this horse.
I think it's probably better type than Pierre, even, isn't it?
I don't know. Is 1400 the go for this horse?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what is it? But in terms of racing style, because I watched it in that race the other day, and I went, oh God, this feels terrible.
Yeah, but I think it felt terrible because he push, and then as the interview that the boys did with Martin Newnham, one of the main points he made is the key to Gay's horse is getting them up and breathing. Now I don't think a horse first start going push, now start to breathe is the right way to.
Did you think he'd be ridden quieter than that?
I thought he'd be where Japanese was.
Well, it's funny you said that. When I saw him in parade, I didn't know where he was going to be. I thought this horse could just. I'm going.
Right, it could lead.
Lead.
He jumps as
They
well
have
as
gone
any of the other
bloody warp
horses,
speed.
which is a great sign in regards. But didn't have the natural speed to keep going. It was artificial
But
to keep him there.
his best has always been his best last preparation. He did improve a lot from first to second up.
Yeah.
And also
His second up run last preparation was through the roof.
yeah, but I think
Compared
that,
to
Can you back him next start? That's the question.
what's the plan?
I
next
think
start?
it would
where do they go
it'd
from
be,
the Sand
it'd be,
Domingo?
it'd be 2 weeks run to the Rose or whatever that is,
Yeah,
and then
and
2
then-
weeks.
I'd much
Golden
rather
Rose.
be on him than Japonisme in the Golden Rose.
I still think he's a dead set certainty in the Golden Rose.
Yeah, but there's no betting in the Golden Rose. That's 1400. Japanisme is
He's
he's a
favourite,
short
though.
courser. He's not favourite.
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Vancouver's easy. Japonini's right. I was getting the market right now, but he's right in.
But I wasn't reading what Chris Waller was saying during the week. Wasn't it going to be that was it for Japonisme? And
that's 4 runs back he's had. 4 wins.
I don't know. I mean, because you know how he sort of dropped off a little bit last time, and then he came back.
We've got kick diving underneath him, and Haptic holding on, and then Vancouver doesn't run a place, and Red Zealous, my touted trial horse, doing nothing, and Headwater running like the stable's going. But
how did Headwater look? Because he's attempted the attempted there, sitting outside that frantic pace.
Just like all the Hawks runs lately, just okay to the eye, but you don't really want to be on them.
Right, so they've got no prospects. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying at the moment.
Right, so you won't see them in 2 runs' time.
You won't see any of my horses, any of my tips in the near future being into a horse.
And
until
I cherried a little bit when Lake Geneva won the day at Hawkesbury. I thought, gee, this stable's a bit pooey. That horse hasn't really not gone.
Okay.
And Darren wanted to make a point on the preview show in Melbourne. He goes, he's quite happy with what's happening with the Hawks horses in Melbourne.
Okay.
So he's saying, punters don't throw them all in the same.
So Wayne's
category.
okay, but Michael's not.
That's what he's saying.
You know
what I mean?
280 Vancouver, 650 second pick Punters.
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Still seems a short.
Press
280 seems a short price for a race that's in a month, isn't it? It's still.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gay. It's all sweet, isn't it?
All right. So
Is
from
it?
I don't know. So in
horse
2 weeks'
hasn't
time. Yeah, but it really, what was it supposed to do? It has been beaten by the horse with the gun, gun run behind it,
Came round it.
and gun Rosehill 1100, and then there's fence.
Yeah. I think, and it was coming on.
Right, there's your other fence.
If you want to know when it's tomorrow, I backed it, okay? When I lay it,
yeah,
come and look at me Bedford, but Glenn's down this, go back.
Yeah.
Gee, I wish I'd known you'd backed it.
Horses torture me. I'm just so bad with favourites, it's unbelievable.
Anyway, well, but a tick to the race in general.
Big tick to the race.
Yeah, and I think Japanisme was outside the lane too. It was outside the lane as well.
Alart, the country horse, a nice little horse.
Yeah, Alart's actually run on our
really
figures
well.
2 lengths above average.
Right, but always going to
carry Greg Ryan. He went out after a bait from me.
You give him one. No betting
so what are
today,
you doing
Greg.
here? There's no betting here today for you, Greg.
Do you reckon he slept in the jockey's room?
He slept overnight in the car park. He slept there chasing day motor hunt.
he could have slept in Sam Kavanagh's stable.
He's a wonderful man.
So what happens there? Sam Kavanagh.
Apparently he was sleeping in the stable for a while, and I think his dad saw him.
Yeah, but I mean, what's happened to his stable at the moment? It's got no horses in it. It's
I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
I saw him could
someone borrowed it. Someone like.
I'm sure Chris Wallace putting his hand up for it.
Yeah, has it been sublet?
Is he still with his missus? Like they said the paper said married, but I saw him during the week with his missus and the kid.
Sure.
You're right, wouldn't
It's just a hurdle.
Yeah, it's just a hurdle. Like
He'll be back in 5
I remember
years.
meeting Sam.
Be back in 5 years.
2003, maybe 2000. Yeah.
He's obviously got talent. He's bred
Sweet
in the
little kid.
Yeah, there you go. Here we go. In 5 years, it's just a couple of hockey seasons.
Yeah. But hasn't he just got to man up and just cop it sweet right now?
Yeah, Copper's
There's too much like bleating going on.
Oh, it's deep. So yeah, I mean I don't know. Who knows? Inquiry goes on. All right. Anyway, Dylan's right.
Get the stewards to rule the Tamworth. Get them to come make a big judgment at the time.
But just back to the stewards thing too. The stewards are very quick to issue fines to everybody who might do this and might do that. Is there going to be that?
Anyone going to find them?
Shane Cullen, your fine, whatever.
Pick up the bill for you.
Could Cody Morgan actually? Cody Morgan is actually
on the horse.
Yeah,
he owns the Fires on chance or trains it.
He'll probably get 6 months in the boom for it.
Well, he just doesn't.
He did last time.
All he wants to do is like work hard and not be involved in anything.
Maybe it was a square up.
Yeah.
For Cody, you might have had a 10,000 on.
Yeah.
We'll give you the win, then you get paid, then we'll change the result.
No.
Just by the way,
that didn't happen.
Just by the way, Cody's still facing 6 years in jail. His court case continues.
I love Cody and I love the sort of bloke he is and all that. But a little part, a dark side of me, would love to see him get 6 months.
I know.
Just for the spectacle of it, and we could just rally 100,000 punters
Oh,
there.
just
We'll break him out.
What about then? You get to pick up Lily.
He needs to get 5 years. And he's done the wrong thing.
And we'll break him out after 6 months.
Oh, the Lily's on.
Dylan's Rojo, Prince Famous, and bring her in typical 6 metre Rosehill wins.
Yeah, forgettable. Like Prince Famous, that really couldn't have smooth that race.
Yeah, it was.
What an unimpressive time it was for the road. Did a small thing, still looking
Is that
for
why
its
it
mother.
blew?
Oh, it's a pony.
It's just.
Mounting yard
Right, but
watches
there was
car
nothing.
back.
There was nothing could win.
That's how we're down.
But
And then we get there's a perfect example, a perfect shin ride. Like just beyond perfect. Why can't I get that style of ride on
Yeah.
Gazors,
Global domination.
and then all that means I get a perfect shin ride there, and that means His Majesty wins the race. That's what's so annoying about this game now.
Onerous, wide,
One more chance.
wide
Chance
throughout,
coming.
jockey off.
Well, the trouble is we're it's hawks
Hawks.
again. Has Onerous got a hope in life?
We'll have a look where it was. That's you don't.
Yeah,
want to be
okay.
there,
So it
Rosehill.
had complete excuse, just
I
like Headwood had complete excuse. But
I gave her one more chance and said that. I'm disgusted with myself, but it was more so for my, is it a race?
No,
it's not a race. But Onerous has been given no chance.
But
Yeah.
have a look at the names.
But he actually
around.
needed. Yeah,
It's-
We've got Mr. Entertainer's run second. It wouldn't run second at Turbo.
No.
yeah, but it's run sat on the rails. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's run second. It was 251.
Yeah. It was.
I mean, but next thing we get that race, we have Isolwich coming down the outside to win the hundreds for Wayne Sealand. I mean, where are we going with Saturday racing?
Well, that'd be good. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Maybe not Isolwich, but I would have liked it. I would say.
Okay, so back to race one. How the fuck did Peeping win? How did he get home?
Well, I
because
tell you
now
how,
at
Jim.
Rosehill you can see them come past you,
Yeah.
and I watched them come.
It was
past.
gone. It was not picking up.
Yeah.
But when you're on horses with exposed form that are older, like How Much Do You Love Me in Decision Time,
Yeah.
and they get to a point in their career where they are not going to ever win again. And Woodbine was hard to like in the parade. It left you with Peeping and Christy Lee. I tipped Christy Lee nearly a good thing. And how did Peeping win? And as for Christy Lee, like he's tracked him up here and has gone 7 wide on the bend. What was that all about?
Exactly. But Christy Lee was the best performance in the race.
What's Beyond doing, not looking at the calendar and finding the 6 metre rail for Zaratone? That was his chance, maybe.
Well, no, Zaratone's a weight for age horse now.
Zaratown would have won that race.
Zaratone, well, yes, Zaratone.
Well, but
They would have run that race.
Glenn's
It
off
would have
beyond
skipped.
that.
Yeah.
Glenn's off beyond that.
I'm off. I'm doing.
All right, well, Peeping's there. Good on it. God bless it. Ronnie Quinnan going well. Centre pivot. Tweets. Did anyone get that sick feeling and think this isn't right when centre pivot hit the front? That's from Matt. And Des, not sure if I'm head fucked or bolt fucked after that. It is.
51.5 seconds for the first 800 there. It doesn't matter what you tell jockeys, they will never, ever change.
T. Clark,
T.
countryman.
Clark thinks he's done a great job there. He has completely slaughtered.
Oh.
I agree.
And Mark, and I think as I made the point to you on the day, it wasn't, he's gone too slow early, but then at least go at the 600 metres. He's waited till turning around, straightening, and then trying to go.
Oh, it was
Awful.
the sickest feeling because I didn't sense that centre pivot had drawn outside Countryman, and I saw them jump out and I went, "There's Countryman. Who's that there?" Centre pivot.
Shin.
This is
Shin.
sick,
There's
sick,
Shin.
Sick.
Perfect
sick.
shin. Such a rider. Such a good rider.
So what
So
what advice can you give video watchers that saw centre pivot last start and said it's got none? Do
Well,
they
it's
need to be
a
more
horse with
forgiving?
it's a horse with a history. So I mean, you know, like genuine.
I was one of them.
Genuine.
We all were.
Genuine.
Still only paid $9. So
Yeah, I know,
Genuine
it's a-
price
computers and
assessors.
that, just
All the
all
price
that stuff.
assessors, bar stupid me,
Yeah.
who decided to really, take get the knife out. All the price assessors marked at 10 to 1.
But we were just so stained by Cobalt out.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
Yeah, I know, but
It's Cobalt out, it's no hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Cobalt out, no
all
hope.
the prices are going 10 to 1. So if I get 12s, I'll back it.
But see, I think where this is going to head fuck you, Glenn, a bit. I think it probably depends on the dose of cobalt too. Like
there we
Tester,
go.
te-
Please don't talk about
Tester, whatever its name
Tester
was,
Rhythm.
Yeah,
it
6400.
it went world record stuff and hasn't been able to go. So you're probably thinking internal damage and all that. Whereas Centre Pivot was on the lower end of the scale, may have not overdosed on it and had the internal heart, liver, lung.
Well,
kidney,
Sam
spleen.
Kavanagh was quick to get on the tweet and congratulate the owners of Said and those that stuck by the horse, that sort of thing. So.
Beautiful.
What do you mean by the horse? Stuck by the
Stuck
horse?
by the
What did
horse,
they
yeah.
do? Well, they were planning on selling it.
I don't know. Just patted it a couple of times. The horse deserved to win, Mark. The horse deserved it.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And Start Wondering you mentioned. Okay, does that cover us from Rosehill from Saturday Boys? Anything else, Mark? You happy?
Yeah, it was a headline day, and the headline race was, remains a cut above anything else on the day. We didn't really talk about the Premier's Cup Prelude, which is the last race.
No, the last race.
But H. Bowman somehow was never going to win and did win.
Never going to win. But just you taught me more than anyone. Staying races are nothing more than races for slow horses over. And like there they are, they bob up and down. Yeah,
They do bob up and down.
Oh, there's the race. I'm all over Spur Tonic. Thanks, Blake.
Well, but Spur Tonic had none in the betting.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I've never seen a horse that should have had some support and had zero support.
Well, they got it right, didn't they?
And they got it so right. I'm watching it, turning for home and I'm going, this horse isn't going to be in the race.
No. There's Eaglestone. What is it with your man and this Glenn Schofield?
I don't know.
Every time he's top odds Glenn Schofield, he runs 88th. Every time he backs Glenn Schofield and Holy Delusion tell the winner just get beat. Your man and Glenn, I'm telling you, they're making out. I'm telling you.
All right, so,
Sick of it.
but what did these new horses we've never seen before present like?
Orbeck awful?
Well,
Havana Cooler.
Orbeck's a very talented start. He's a very talented start going forward. He didn't know anything about parading. He had the big dashing donger hanging down 2 feet. Well endowed young boy walking around with his girdle out.
Who's
Just
that
like
2-year-old?
Logan Arms did it.
Right.
Logan Arms is the one that he used to do.
No, as I said, they've got a great from the
They go
limited times.
good. But
Yeah, the donger out.
big
tick.
He probably put about 3 negatives together. But I'd had a very big tip from him from a bloke who does ratings. That's a good horse. But who's the other one that?
Havana Cooler.
Which looked very unlucky.
I got the double handling negative, which we all hate, and he was strong, but he's got improvement. He's okay. The horse to follow the race to me are Orbeck for sure, Havana Cooler for sure, and that's it.
Yeah, the new horses that are
They're pretty
just half.
I suppose Greatwood went okay, but he was also
Greatwood,
first over 8.
Greatwood would be my horse to follow simply because he contested a pretty frenetic pace.
And Foreign Prince gave himself up that he really is a 1550 tight Turk at track. He's not really 1900, is he?
Well, that's his level, isn't it? I mean,
He's got beaten quarter of a length, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But he was a typical Rob Wardhouse leader. He was 550 to 360. There he is. Got to back a firmer in Sydney, back a leader. RW loves him.
Yeah, well, that's you're sort of snarling slightly at that advice, but that's really sensible advice.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, trying to be fair, we always try to be sensible. Just our commentary on the rest of life's a bit mad.
yeah.
It's the other part 1.
Thank you.